used to live in an apartment at the southernmost tip of Los Angeles in the city called San Pedro. It's very beautiful in the daytime, but it is a site of a lot of death. It used to be a bunch of houses and really nice houses, mansions, apartments that fell into the ocean in the 20s. So when all those people fell into the ocean, they died. And then since then, in the decades since, people have died a lot, and it's not an uncommon occurrence to wake up to helicopters, LAPD, looking for a body, looking for someone who fell off the cliff, got pushed off, jumped off. It's also the site of body dumping. Dump bodies, it's LA. So it's a site of death. So this was one, scary just because I'm living in my own apartment, and then two, there were ghosts in the house, and big site of death, the place we were living at. So of course there were ghosts, and I didn't realize that it was scary. I mean, of course it was scary, but I didn't realize that it was seriously ghosts. Things lights would turn off and on, toilets would flush, and then we were oh, it's old pipes, this is an old building, and the ocean messes with piping, whatever. But when I was essentially living on my own in this place, I remember one time waking up with a pillow on my face, suffocating, terrifying, really. There was real pressure on the pillow on my face, and I wasn't touching it. There was no one in this part of the apartment that I was living in. So yeah, that freaked me out, and I didn't tell anyone because I didn't think anyone would believe me. And then it happened another time, but it I didn't tell anyone because I was this is crazy. I'm dreaming, sleep paralysis, whatever. Until my mom told me this story, I think after we moved, about one time where she came in to check on me in the middle of the night, and she picked up a coin on the floor, and then the coin flew out of her hand. She didn't drop it, it was like a arc. And it happened 3 times in a row. She would pick up the coin and it would fly out of her hand. And then again, she didn't tell anyone because like me, she didn't believe it. And then after we moved, we were thinking about the house or the apartment. We were I was this is weird. There was a ghost. She was yeah, there was a ghost. Which makes sense for the amount of death that was happening in that area. But it's weird because that apartment, that house was such a place of all of these happy memories, but also some of the scariest moments of my life, like a ghost.